RuneScape Dragonwilds is a game, and it's not a very good one, but it's not the worst one, and it has its good parts. Ah, Type A and Type B. My favorite. I love body Type A and body Type B, dude. My goodness. Yeah,
oh my god, stop edging your cock. Stop edging your cock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul, what do you think, Clang?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan. Jordan.
Okay, it's not that bad. And there's a lot of things I really like, but I'm telling you, you really gotta play this game with sunglasses on. This game is absolutely gorgeous, and I really like the art style, especially when it comes to the armor. Mainly the late game armor. The paladin armor looks absolutely beautiful, but the later game areas are also really nice as well because they're not as bright. Even this fucking swamp is just such a breeze to be in because you don't have to wear any glasses. The mobs in this game are great, and they totally don't want to fuck with you. They don't give a shit. About 30% of the mobs in this game won't even try to attack you. It's great. Just use a bow. The pathing in this game is next level too. If there's a path to you and the mob simply doesn't want to take it, they'll just run back to where they spawn, and they'll just forget about you, which is good because you got other shit to deal with anyway. Real talented developers understand that when an enemy has a path to you, but it requires going around an obstacle, it's way more effective to just stand a lot closer to you and present you with their aura. If only they had bigger brains or a ranged attack. Man, they really fucked up by giving you this air jump in the game, because the second you get high ground on anything, and I mean any mob, it is just completely over for them. They have nothing to do. No, this game's not gonna let me do this, right? This is... No. It's gonna do something about this, right? It, in fact, did not do anything about any of this. I really want them to add a ranged attack to most enemies. Please. I think it'd be really cool if this vine would, pull me in or something, instead of just standing there like a bitch taking all this. I'm more worried about the damn lightning that goes off every 5 seconds in this area. I am not joking when I say this lightning is way more threatening than 90% of the mobs in this game. I actually kind of like the lightning. It's pretty unique and it keeps you on your toes, but it will just shit on you at the worst times possible. I'm being hunted. Why?
Green Legend. He just drank his Estus flask.
Why am I green?
Wondrous physique? Question mark?
Oh my god, I'm 5 health. It's over!
Oh, it's over.
Bad decisions.
I actually like being hunted because it's one of the semi-rare times in the game where multiple enemies will actually try to kill you at the same time, until you realize they don't get stronger as you level up, so you kind of just end up getting hunted by goblins the whole time, unless you're getting hunted in a different zone, but it didn't happen to me very much. You'll definitely find yourself in times where you're fighting a lot of enemies at once, but when you're doing it in the vaults like this, you kind of just gotta roll around everywhere. The enemies aren't much of a threat. They're super slow. You just kind of gotta stay away, and you'll eventually get them all. I feel like the Garo are the only ones who truly will try to kick your ass. The goblins are pretty threatening at a lower level, but yeah, these guys, they don't do much. You kind of got to watch out for the big slam, and sometimes the ranged ones will pop shit out of the ground at you, but other than that, it's really not the hardest enemy. Other than the AI being super retarded, the combat isn't that bad. As long as you don't mind running out of stamina every 5 seconds, the gameplay loop can actually be pretty fun when you're fighting bigger groups of enemies. And I've seen a lot of people say that they disagree and find the one-on-one combat more enjoyable, but I just simply disagree because the enemies are so pathetic and they pose no threat. Even a lot, if not all of the bosses, kinda just let you do whatever the fuck you want. And it's not my fault for doing this when the game is just so simply allowing you to do it. There's so many ways that this Archon could come at me or do anything about me, but it just simply doesn't care. I really like the melee, and it can be enjoyable when you get a lot of parries and you take down a big group of enemies, but it seems like that's kind of all they focused on, assuming everyone would walk up to enemies, because like I was showing before, if you're not close to a mob, the enemies just break down in shambles and they have no idea what to do. I couldn't tell you the amount of times I tested going to high ground to see if an enemy will do something to me, and it is just so overpowered to be above them. Oh no, he didn't. He doesn't have to follow the rules of the door. I see. Oh no, the rats can't crawl under here, no. Poor rats, dude. Now this is what I call A-tier game design. You know, you can say it's my fault for not opening that gate that I just didn't see that lever for, but the fact that they can go through the door is just why? Did anybody playtest this vault and wonder why the rats can't go through the cave and wonder why everything goes through the door? It's just, this was just so insane to me. I don't even know why I was trying this. Most objects are bigger than they actually look. I mean, you'll do this all the time where you shoot an enemy and your arrow gets stuck in midair. Oh. Oh, there's a visible barrier right here that I'm hitting. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that happens. But this also happens.
Huh? Huh?
The hitboxes in this game are on crack, so just aim around the enemy and you'll hit them. But the melee hitboxes are generally pretty good. What? My personal favorite and thing that stands out most about this game are definitely the spells you unlock. Being able to explode rocks and throw axes at trees makes the foraging and gathering process a lot more enjoyable in this game. Being able to repair all your items just by performing a simple spell, in my opinion, makes it a lot better. I've never been a big fan of having to spam repair the items I use. I never found myself in a scenario where I was just scrounging around looking for something to repair anything. Enchanting your weapon is fucking awesome. I wish there was a lot more enchants, but the ones they have really make a difference, and it's worth it to enchant your weapon every chance you get. I don't necessarily know what's considered a boss fight in this game, because there isn't any different health bars, but it's pretty easy to assume which ones are the boss, and I didn't really struggle with any of them.
Yeah, they're all Ivy.
Here we go again, bro.
Oh.
Oh no, the boss. How much you want to bet he can't cross this? So if I
Oh, he probably cannot.
am to shoot him,
No way. Oh yeah,
what
that's
would
gonna
he
work.
do?
Just stand there.
Vault Overlord.
No way, he's just sitting there. That's wild.
Wow. Gaming. Am I the crazy person here? Did nobody, literally nobody playtest this game? I swear I'm not trying to hate that hard. Thank God that the final boss, the dragon, was, in my opinion, actually quite a good fight. It had mechanics, whoa. You couldn't cheese him, whoa. He moved to different sides of the arena, whoa. Oh. He just disappears. Obviously, most of the things that I bitched about in this video are easily fixable, and the game's early access, so these things are mostly expected. My biggest gripe with this game is the AI. It's absolutely horrendous. The AI have no clue what they're doing. And even if the AI wasn't handicapped, they're limited to how they can attack you because it's mainly strictly melee. In my opinion, this game has insane potential. It's not even close to as good as Enshrouded, in my opinion, but I actually think it has the ability to be better than Enshrouded if done right. I'm super excited to check this game out in a year or two when it's actually fully done, because this is just not good enough for me, but thank you for watching anyway. I'll see you later.